This conference will now be recorded.
So in the previous session, we have discussed how can we interact with the Salesforce objects through Lightning Web Components, and how can we fetch the data from the objects. And upon fetching the data, the various ways we have discussed, like how can we bind the data to a JavaScript property, how can we bind the data to a JavaScript function, and how can we invoke that JavaScript method through a button click. That means by using imperative methods we have discussed. Now, so there we have invoked the methods directly from your Apex class. But now let's see how to invoke the Apex class method by passing some parameters. Sometimes I would like to design a such a functionality where I would like to place one text box also. And then based on the text box, I would like to enter some data, and whatever the characters we have entered inside that, based on those characters, I would like to search for some content. Then how can we do that? Now let's see practically. That means how to pass the parameters, okay, to this particular Apex class method from the JavaScript upon invocation. We'll see practically over here. Now I would like to go with the imperative method, where I would like to place a text box. I would like to place a text box over here on my Lightning Web component. In this text box, I would like to enter some characters over here, and then I would like to place a button control. Okay, I would like to place a button control called as some search. So whatever the characters that I have entered inside my text box, based on that characters, I would like to search for the matching content inside my object. So suppose, for example, if I'm indicating some characters, some text, when I click on search button, okay, when I click on this search button, based on this character test, okay, based on this character test. So whatever the account records are available, whose name is starting with the character test, those matching records I would like to fetch, I would like to represent, okay, on my log file. That means on my Lightning Web component. Okay, whatever the characters we have entered inside my text box, so now based on that characters, upon click on this search button, whatever the account records are available, okay, which are starting with this, whose name is starting with the character test, I would like to fetch those records and I would like to represent on my Lightning Web component here. Then how can we do that? Okay, now let's see practically in this case. So how can we fetch the records based on these parameters? Now let's see practically. So here, first of all, we have to prepare a method. Inside my Apex class, the similar fashion I would like to go with this here also. I would like to go here also the same. So I would like to go with the imperative method here also. So I would like to specify the parameters also. How to pass the parameters? Okay, now let's see practically in this case. Now, first of all, let me prepare that method over here inside my Apex class. Now, let me take that use case. Design a Lightning Web component to search for the required records based on the specified characters at runtime. Based on the specified characters at runtime. Then how can we do that? Okay, now let's see practically in this case. So now let me prepare the method first. That means an Apex class method. Let me go to my Lightning Web Components. I'm preparing the Lightning Web Component now. Create a Lightning Web Component. Set accounts component. Set accounts component. I would like to use the default directory. Now my component has been prepared. Now, so this is my component. I'm having this JavaScript file. I'm having this HTML file, both. Now let me go to my Salesforce R in order to create a method first. Go to the default arg, create an Apex class. Inside the Scratch arg, I'm preparing an Apex class method in order to fetch the data from the object. So let me go to the developer console and then let me prepare a method. Go to the developer console. Let me open that same class over here. Now account records controller. Now here I'm indicating this method. One more method I'm preparing over here. Public static list of account set accounts by name. Here I'm passing some starting characters, string, starting chars. So now this is the method here. Now, so whatever the characters that we have supplied at runtime, based on that characters, I would like to search for that matching account records. So I'm indicating list of account. Now I would like to specify lst accounts equals to, I'm searching the data. Select ID of the account, name, rating, industry, annual revenue, phone, fax, type, from account, where name like, starting chars plus percentage. So what are the starting characters that we have parameters have supplied? For that one, I am going to be adding this percentage symbol to fetch that matching record. That means the similar kind of records I'm fetching from my object here. And then once the records are available, then I would like to return those collection accounts. Now, so this is the method which I have prepared, which will be receiving one parameter with the name, okay, starting char. This is the parameter name. For this parameter, we have to pass a value from Lightning Web Component. Previously, in the yesterday's session, I have showed you how to invoke this method directly, because this method is a non-parameterized. There is no parameters available, so directly we can invoke this method. Suppose if the method is having any parameters, then how can we pass? How to supply from Lightning Web Component? Now we'll see practically today. For this parameter, we need to pass. Now this method I would like to invoke from Lightning Web Component, so that here we have to prefix this method with ARA enabled. ARA enabled. Now cacheable equals to true. So I want to implement the cache mechanism over here, so that I would like to specify the cacheable equals to true. Now let's save this code. Now my method is ready here. Okay, this is the business logic method which I have prepared, which will be collecting the starting characters at runtime, and based on that characters, we are going to, based on these characters, we are going to fetch the matching records. Now let's see. Next one. So as a step 2, what needs to be done here? Once the business logic class is ready, then we have to import this method inside your JavaScript module of your Lightning Web Component by using import statement. So specify this import statement inside your JavaScript file. Go to the JavaScript file, JavaScript, and here we can import method name from, here we can specify at the rate salesforce slash apex slash, we can specify your class name because we don't have any namespaces over here. So now specify the class name dot method name. What is my method name? Such accounts by name. Okay, this is the method. That's it. So now here we are importing this. So whatever the method that we have prepared inside your Apex class, that method we are importing into your JavaScript. That means we are indicating this, boss, I would like to call this particular method also, okay, into my Lightning Web component. So which is available in so and so class, in so and so method. Now, next one, write your JavaScript code here. So depends upon the requirement, and let's implement the JavaScript functionality. So what needs to be done here? I would like to collect the values here. So I would like to invoke this method. In order to invoke the method, we have to pass the parameter, right? The parameter value is coming from where? From text box. So where is the text box? I would like to place on the Lightning Web component. So that let me go to this HTML file and then place this text box and the button control over here. Now, so now here I'm indicating this. I'm using this div tag. I would like to place lightning input. I'm indicating label equals to enter account name or enter such a text. Next, placeholder equals to enter account name, and then I'm indicating this value property. Value property equals to whatever the value we have entered in the text box, I would like to specify inside a variable. So that I'm indicating a variable called as such a text. This variable I would like to define inside my JavaScript. So here I'm defining a property over here at the rate API such a text. So whenever we are using this, okay, API decorator, we have to import this API decorator also over here. Now API. So now we have, okay, we have imported this API decorator also. Now this is a such a text variable where exactly I would like to store this value. That means whatever the value I'm placing inside my text box, now this value I want to place inside it. Okay, now. So now here we can specify. And then here I'm indicating on change. Whenever the value has been changed directly, it has to place inside that. So that I'm indicating. So now on handle change. I'm preparing a method. This is a method over here on handle change. Now, so what needs to be done? Whenever the value has been changed, then get that value and place into my variable. Whatever the property that I have defined in that property, I would like to place inside that here. Now, so that let me define this. Here I'm indicating this on handle change. I'm using this event. So now in this case here, I would like to store this value. This dot set a text equals to, I would like to specify event dot target dot value. So whenever a text box value has been changed, immediately collect that text box value and place inside my variable over here, such text. Now, so now once a value is available inside my variable, then I would like to get those records. For that one here, I'm going to be preparing a method. So now here I'm preparing the method get accounts list. I'm preparing a method over here. Inside this method, I'm going to writing the actual logic to connect to that, to invoke that apex class method, and then by passing this parameter. Whatever the value that I have entered in the text box, now this value will be available inside my variable here. Okay, inside my JavaScript property. Now here I'm going to be indicating this. I would like to invoke that method. So what is that method name? Set accounts by name method here. This is the method I would like to invoke. But upon invoking this method is expecting one parameter here. So that we have to pass a parameter. Here I'm passing the parameter. What is that parameter name? As part of my Apex class, this is the parameter name. Okay, starting text, starting characters, colon, and then we can specify the value where it is available inside my JavaScript property, so that we can specify this dot set the text. Okay, this dot set the text. Now, that means what? I'm invoking this method, set accounts by name method. This is the method which I'm invoking here. Upon invoking this method is having one parameter. Boss, this is a parameter. For this one, I'm passing the value. So this is the parameter name. Parameters we have to enclose with, okay? Parameters we have to enclose with, okay, the curly braces, because it's like as object. Okay, it's like as object over here. Why? Because not only one, multiple parameters also we can supply. So in this case, all the parameters need not be with the same data type. The parameters will be with the different data types over here. So only the object can able to hold, okay, the everything in the form of a object can hold different types of parameters also inside it. That's what here I'm going to be using this object format over here. I'm passing this, and then we can specify dot then. Now we can specify. So now if it is written in the result, then what we can do. So now I would like to collect the result value over here. Now, whatever the records has been collected, okay, whenever we are searching the data by passing this particular parameter to this method, once a method has written some record where we can store. For that one, I'm defining a parameter over here that means property at the rate API. So now set results, okay, our account records over here. Account records list. Now inside this, I would like to store them. So this dot account records list equals to result. So now here I'm indicating this. Now, suppose for example, if there is an error, dot catch error. Okay, if there is any errors are available, then I would like to show that. I would like to show console.log. Okay, console.log. I would like to specify error has been occurred. Error. Now, I would like to indicate this. So now here in this case, what I'm doing, so I have prepared a JavaScript property that is with the name account records list. Whatever the records has been collected from that method, I'm going to placing those records inside this property. And this property value I would like to show on my Lightning Web component here. Now here I have prepared a method get accounts list. Now this method is going to be invoking this method over here, such accounts by name. Now for this method we have a parameter. So this is a parameter name which we have supplied. That value is coming from the such a text variable. This such a text variable value will be coming from my input text box. Now, so I'm passing this parameter value over here. Now, once a parameter has been getting passed, it will be invoking this method automatically. Now, this method value result I'm collecting over here. So now if it is returning result, then I'm storing that result inside my JavaScript property account records list. I'm storing inside that, or else I'm catching the error messages. Those error messages I'm representing on my console log file. That means I'm writing into the browser log file. Now, So now I want to invoke this method. Then how to invoke the method? For that one, I would like to place a button control. Button control. Let's place lightning button. I would like to invoke label, set records. I'm indicating variant equals to brand, and then I'm indicating on click equals to. I would like to call this method. Okay, get accounts list. I'm going to be invoking this method over here. So now I'm invoking this method upon click on this button control. Now, so now once the records are collected here, then how to represent those records here? Okay, on the clock file. So that I'm going to be using this template file here if the records are available. Template. Template if true. Okay, I would like to collect the records over here for each and every record. For each and every record, where is this records are available inside my collection? Where is that collection? Collection is available inside my JavaScript property. So for each and every records available inside this, I would like to use that for item equals to ACC. Now I'm collecting this each and every record from this collection. Now I would like to represent by using lightning card. Lightning card. I would like to use this. As part of this lightning card, I'm indicating key. Key equals to, I would like to specify ACC.name. Icon name equals to standard account. Here I would like to represent each record name. I would like to show in the form of a lightning component separately here. I'm using this paragraph tag. Here I would like to specify that ACC.name. We can raise a question, sir, can we show them in the form of a tabular format? Yes, we'll see how to use that lightning data table in order to show that one. Today we'll see practically as well. Now that's it. So now here in this case, what I'm doing here. So now I'm going to be invoking this Apex class method, okay, from my JavaScript. So as soon as once I click on this button control, okay, upon click on this button control, it will call this method over here. Now the method will be getting invoked. The method is invoking your Apex class method, which we have imported over here. Now for this method, it requires a parameter, so we are passing the parameters also over here. Now, so now it is expected, it is collecting the parameter value from my text box, and then it is executing this method, and then the result will be storing inside my collection. That means JavaScript property, this collection I can able to show on my Lightning Web Component by using this Lightning card. Now, let's see how can we do this one. Let's specify how can we represent this data over here. Save this code. I'm pushing this code into my Scratch arc. Let me push this JavaScript code also into your Scratch arc. Now, done. So let me go to my Salesforce R, and then here I would like to call that component. What is that component over name over here? So now my component name is Search Accounts component. Search Accounts component. Now, let's click on preview. So now it is providing one text box over here. Okay, enter such a text. I'm giving some characters, like some data. I've entered few characters. When you click on the search records, it has to search. So whatever the matching records has been found, those matching records are visible. These are the various account records are available whose name is starting with the character some data. Suppose, for example, I'm indicating a character some yes. When you click on search, it is fetching these records. Whatever the records are available whose name is starting with the character some yes. Suppose if I'm indicating some RAM, RA, search records. Now it is fetching only those records whose name is starting with the characters some RAM, RA. So now Ramesh Kumar. So that depends upon your requirement. We can able to fetch those records from the object and then we can able to represent them on the Lightning Web Component also. So depends upon your requirement, we can do that. So not only fetching the data, we can not only fetching all the records available inside the object, so we can able to fetch those records depends upon your requirement as well here by passing some parameters at runtime from JavaScript. This is the way we are going to be using the help of this Lightning Web Components in order to invoke your Apex calls by passing some methods also, by passing some parameters also at runtime. Okay. Now, let me place the code. Now, let me place this. Now, next one. The next concept is toast messages. Toast messages. So what exactly a toast message and what is the use? Now let's see practically in this case. So what exactly the toast message? Now let's see. Basically, generally, suppose for example, already you know, when you go to our Visual Force programming, once operations has been done, if you want to show some message, then we are using the Apex messages on the Visual Force page. Okay, we are using Apex messages on the Visual Force page over here. Now, like the similar way, once operation has been done, if you want to show some pop-up message to the people, boss, your operation has completed, our operation has been failed, our record has been created. Like that, if you want to show some message, then we are using the help of this toast messages. Basically, toast messages are used to represent some information to the people through a pop-up message, through a pop-up dialog. Like, let me show. For example, I would like to create one account record inside my account object. Go to my sales application, create an account record. Take any of the object also. Click on new. I'm inserting a new account record with the name some Sampath Kumar. Rating value I'm indicating as hot, industry as some banking, and then annual revenue some 50 lakhs. Now, once you click on save button, observe this one. Once you click on save button, observe this one here, what will happen over here. It will be creating the record inside the object, it will show the message. See, this is the pop-up message here. So this is called as toast message here. Account Sampath Kumar was created. It is showing it a pop-up message. That pop-up message is called as a toast message here. So whenever we are creating a record, Okay, whenever we are creating a record, so now once a record has been created or once operation has been done, if you want to show any confirmation messages to the people through a small dialog box, then we can go with the help of toast messages. Then how can we prepare these toast messages in Salesforce? Okay, we'll see practically. Now, so basically, the toast messages are used to give some notifications to the people, okay, through a pop-up alert. With the help of a pop-up alert, we can able to show some notifications to the people. It may be related to the operation which you have done, whether it may be the success of your operation, it may be okay failure of your operation, it may be any warning messages. If you want to represent, then we can go with that. Then what a toast message will do, simply toast message will show some information to the people. It may be related to success, it may be related to failure, it may be related to some warning, whatever, anything. So it depends upon your requirement over here. So now we can able to show. Then where we can show these toast messages? Toast messages can be represented or displayed, okay, on Lightning Experience. On the Lightning component also, Lightning communities also, we can able to represent that messages also over here. Now, then how can we do that here? Whenever if you want to do that, if you want to show these kind of post messages, so then we have to use the help of a module that is called as show toast event. Okay, show toast event module we have to import into your JavaScript. Inside your JavaScript, we have to import this. Then how to import, we'll see. Like as whatever the way we have imported our method, like the similar way we have to import that, okay, show toast event also. Okay, show toast event. Here we are going to be using this module lightning element, and the API module we are going to be using. Like the similar way we have to import a module called as show toast event module here. Now, and then from there here it will be giving the facility. The show toast event is a module which will be giving all the facilities to represent the toast messages on your Lightning Web Components also, or Lightning Communities also, okay, and the Lightning Experience, wherever you want, we can show that the toast messages as well. Then how can we create that? What are the various properties are available? Okay, we'll see for this, okay, toast message, we'll see practically here. Now, toast messages are used to represent the notifications to the users regarding the operations. Regarding the operations. Now, toast message will simply display the message to the end user, to the end users. Now, we can show the results related to the success or error or warning, okay, warning status of the operations. Now, toast messages can be represented on Lightning Experience and Lightning Communities. On Lightning Communities. Now, which can be sent by the Lightning component. That means Lightning component can invoke this toast message. Okay, Lightning component can invoke toast message. Now, so in this case here, what needs to be done? Whenever if you want to use this toast message inside your Lightning Web Component, then we have to import a module. We have to import a module that is show toast event module. Now, note. While representing the toast messages on the component, we have to import the module show toast event from from lightning platform show toast event into the JavaScript module, JavaScript file. So while representing the post messages on the component, we have to import the module, okay, that is show toast event from lightning platform show toast event. Okay, these are in order to show the standard toast messages. Now, let's see. How can we do that? Okay, now let me give the syntax. Okay, the syntax is we have to specify import show toast event from show toast event from lightning lightning platform show toast event. We have to import this namespace here. That means we have to import this module, okay, into your lightning web component inside your JavaScript file. So whenever we are going to be representing the toast messages, then we have to specify the various properties. We have few properties. The first property, title. What exactly title property? Title property is used to represent the heading, okay, heading for that particular post message. Now, that will be the title for your post message here, which will be displayed as heading. Now, it is used to represent the heading for the toast message. Secondly, message property. Basically, message property is used to indicate what message you want to show inside that. Okay, what message you want to show inside that. Now, this property is used to represent the required message or information inside the toast message. Next, third property, variant. Variant property is used to indicate what type of toast message you want to show. You want to show either a success message. If it is success, it will show like as a green color. If it is a warning, it will show like as a yellow color. If it is a error message, it will show with the red color, so that here what kind of toast message you would like to show, so that we can specify the variant. Basically, variant will be indicating the appearance of the toast message here. Okay, appearance of that notification here. Now, so in this case here, this is used to indicate the appearance of the toast notification. Now, the values are, we are having this success, info, warning, error. These are the options will be available over here. Okay. Now, so by default, we are having this information. This is the default one. Now, fourth property, mode property. Mode property is used to indicate, okay, mode property is used to indicate, so now how persistent the toast message is. Because here, once you click on the button control, it will insert the record. After that, it will be representing the toast message to you. But after that, it will be disappearing. When within 3 seconds, it will getting disappeared automatically here. So you want me to show the post message, okay, continuously like that, or until or unless you click on that, okay, the close button, it has to show, or what? Or simply it has to show some information and disappear within a few seconds, or what you want to do. So how you want to represent that? For that one, we are using this mode property. Mode property is used to indicate how much time this particular post message should get visible to the user. It has to show simply the message and disappear automatically, or it has to be show completely. That means that continuously it will show until or unless user click on close button, post message should not closed. What kind of post message that you want, we can specify here. Now, so now it is used to indicate how persistent the toast message is. Now, so in this case, how much time it has to be get visible here. So now for this one, we have the options are dismissible. Okay, dismissible over here. Now, second one. So now you will be having that options like as the pester. We will be having that information message called as pester over here. Now, you will be having that sticky. Okay, sticky. So now here in this case, what happens? Sticky in the sense it will be visible until you click on that close button. Okay, until you click on this close button, it is going to be representing to you. So by default, we are going to be using this dismissible option over here. So now what this option will do is it is going to be visible this option to you over here. Okay, it will be displaying this option to you till 3 seconds. Okay, till 3 seconds over here, automatically it will be getting disappeared. Now, let's see. These are few properties are available over here. Then how can we prepare this one? Okay, how to implement this one? Whenever if you want to prepare this toast message, here we have to specify the syntax. Now we have to specify here. Now we have to specify that. Now we can specify a variable, a constant. Now I'm going to be indicating this show toast message equals to new show toast event. Okay, show toast event. Here we can able to pass the parameters. Here pass the parameters one by one. Properties. Parameters means properties. Title, I'm indicating success. It's a success message. And the second one, message. Now, operation completed successfully. Operation completed successfully. Next, variant. Now here I'm indicating. Variant, I would like to specify it's a success message here. Now, I would like to specify mode. Mode is dismissible. I would like to use this dismissible here. So once we have specified that, then we have to specify this dot dispatch event. Okay, dispatch event of the show toast message. Okay, dispatch event of show toast message. So whatever the variable we have defined, that means reference variable, just we have to invoke it here. That's it. This is the syntax we used to follow. In order to prepare a toast message, we have to follow this syntax. Define a constant property here, and then by giving any name, whatever you want, equals to new show toast event. Okay, equals to new show toast event. And then here, that means we are creating this object of this show toast event here. There is a show toast event here, which we have imported into our JavaScript module. And then I'm passing this a title. What will be the title to be visible over here? And the message to be visible in the toast message. Variant, that means appearance of the toast message. If I'm giving success, it will show with the green color. If I'm giving error, it will show with the red color. If I'm giving warning, it will show in the yellow color. If I'm giving info, it will be showing in the form of like some gray color, like that. So now mode, it will be indicating that how much time this particular toast message should be visible to the people here, that we can indicate with the help of this mode property. Now, these are the properties are available. Now let's see how can we show this a toast message on our Lightning Web component here. Now let me show you practically. Take a use case. Design a Lightning Web component to show the toast messages. To show the toast messages, upon click on the button controls. While click on button control, I would like to invoke this toast messages here. How to do that, I will show. I will show you all the 4 types of toast messages, like a success, warning, error, info. For that one, I would like to place 4 button controls, on my Lightning Web component. And then upon click on each button control, I would like to show that respective toast message over here. Now, let's see how can we do that. Let's see practically. Let me design a Lightning Web component in order to show that toast messages. I'm closing this. Let me prepare one more Lightning Web component. Show toast component. Show toast component. Now, let me go to the HTML file. I'm going to be using this Lightning card. Lightning card. I'm indicating the title equals to toast notifications. And I would like to specify the icon. Icon name equals to, I would like to specify custom 19. Any one of this icon here. I would like to show a custom icon. Now, I'm placing 4 button controls over here. Lighting button is the first button control. I would like to place the properties, label, success message, variant equals to brand, on click equals to, I would like to invoke a method. Now show success toast. Okay, show success toast. So now this is the message over here. Now this is a button control. Next, like that here, I would like to place one more button control. I would like to prepare a method. In this method, I would like to write that code. So now let's go to even JavaScript file. Now, here we have to import that namespace over here. I would like to show you how can we import that namespace. We'll see. Next one more button control, like the similar fashion. And this is for this is for error message, show error toast. This is a method which I would like to invoke. Here I'm preparing it. Now, next one more button control for the warning. Now warning message. Now show warning post. Show warning post. Now I would like to call another show warning post. And then one more button control. I'm indicating information message, show info toast. Now here I'm going to preparing the method, show info toast. Now these are the 4 button controls here, okay, which we have placed. Let me save this HTML code. I'm placing this a 4 button controls, and then I would like to give some break line also. Okay, I would like to give some break line also. Or else we can able to show all these button controls side by side also, depends upon your requirement here. Now I would like to specify. I'm giving a break tag. 2 break tags I'm giving over here so that I can give one complete length space also. Now, so I have placed this 4 button controls. One is success message button, second one error message, third one warning message, fourth one information message. These are the 4 button controls. Now here, I would like to use this. Now, whenever if you want to use that, toast message, first of all, we have to import that module. What is that module? Show toast event. Show toast message event here. Now, show toast event is a module which we have to import. Now, so that we have to specify import show toast event from, we have to specify lighting, platform, toast event. Now, so now here we are invoking this. That means we are importing this namespace over here. So now this is this namespace, or this is the module. Okay, whatever the module you are going to import, you have to specify show toast event. Okay, from Lightning. Okay, platform show toast event interface. So now this is the module which I'm going to be importing into our JavaScript file. Whenever if you want to show that toast messages, whatever the functionalities are required, all the functionalities are available in this show toast event module. Now, let's see how can we do that, how to represent this. So now here I would like to show that, okay, toast messages over here. Now I would like to specify constant. Now first one, success toast message. Upon click on this, okay, success message button, it has to call this method. In this method, I would like to write this subcode. Constant success message equals to new show toast event, show toast event. Here we can specify the properties. So now I'm indicating the title property, that is a success. And then we have to specify message. I'm indicating operation completed successfully. And then I'm indicating the property variant. Variant should be success. And then mode property. Mode property, I'm indicating dismissible. Okay, dismissible. So now here I'm going to preparing this toast message, and then I would like to raise this one so that we can specify this dot dispatch event. Okay, dispatch event. We can specify that success. So that means please invoke this. I'm invoking this. This is a way. Okay, we have to invoke. We have to write this piece of code in order to invoke this. Next one, error toast. So in this case, we have to specify similar fashion. Constant. Now error toast equals to new show toast event. Here we can specify the property title error, and we can specify the message operation has been failed. That means error occurred. And then I'm indicating variant error, mode, I'm indicating dismissible. Okay, dismissible. And then we can invoke this. This dot dispatch event, we can specify error toast. Next, like the similar way, I would like to go with that warning toast. So now here I'm indicating this warning toast message over here. Warning message. Now I would like to indicate please enter the values for the required fields. This should be warning, and this should be dismissible here. Now I would like to invoke this. This should be warning toast. I would like to invoke. Next, information toast. Information toast, I would like to specify over here. Here I'm indicating info toast. Now I would like to show information. I would like to show that information over here. So now I would like to go with some message over here, information message, like please review the documents. This should be information info, and then I would like to invoke this info toast. That's it. So these are the 4 toast messages which I would like to show. I would like to show that success toast and the error toast, warning, and the info toast. These are the 4 toast messages which I would like to represent. Now let's save this. Now, the next one. So once it is available, now I would like to show this toast messages. Upon click on the button control. For that reason, here I would like to place this component inside my lighting application. So that here what I want to do is I would like to specify the targets, go to the metadata.xml, is exposed equals to true. Now add the targets. Add the targets. Target lighting app page. Target lighting home page. Target lighting record page. So wherever you want, you can able to represent. It may be that means this particular component can be placed on lighting app application page or home page also or record page also, wherever you want, we can represent it. So we have places. So now here I'm pushing this entire code into the scratch R. The whole code has been pushed over here. Now, so now let's see how can we test it. Once it is available, then I would like to place this component onto my application over here. Let's go to your application. For example, this is the application. Suppose if you want to place that component over here, just you can able to edit this. Click on edit page. Now, when you come down here, you will be having this component. Standard components will be visible over here. These are the standard components which has been given by Salesforce to you. Now we can see our custom components which we have prepared. So now here we can see that show toast component is visible. Now I want to place it. Okay. If you want to place just a show toast component, then you can able to place it over. I would like to place in this location. I'm placing this. This is the toast component over here. Okay, which I have placed over here. Now let's see. Do the activation. Click on activate. I want to make it visible for the organization default. Okay, as then for the application, I would like to apply for that sales application. And then desktop and phone both. I want to make it visible. Now, save. Done. Let's go back to your account. Open any of the account record here. We can able to see this. Okay, component is visible to you over here. In this component, we are having this option. Okay, toast notifications. Now here these are the buttons are available over here. Now click on this button control, show success message. It will show the success message. This is the header over here. This is the message will be getting visible to you. So within 3 seconds, it will be getting disappear. When you click on error message, now we can see this is the header and this is the message which we have specified. Within 3 seconds, it will be getting disappear. Warning message, which will be showing in that yellow color, we can able to show that. Information message we can show with the gray color over. Now, this is the way. So now here depends upon your requirement. Once operation has been done, we can able to show that respective post messages also over based on your application requirement. Within 3 seconds, these will be getting disappeared automatically by default over.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Can we increase the time 3 seconds or 20 seconds? Is there a way?
No. Suppose if you want to show completely, then we can specify. Like if you are specifying like a sticky, then it will be getting completely visible to you over here. Until or unless you are not click on the close button. Like for example, let's see. So now, once you click on this here, button control, it will be visible. Now here, until or unless you click on this close button, it will not be closed. Okay. For that one, we can specify sticky. That's it.
Oh, okay,
It will
got
be
it.
visible to you. Not only 20 seconds, 30 seconds also will be visible to you. Until or unless you will not click on this close button, it won't close.
Okay, there is no
Okay.
time. Okay, got it.
No, there's
Thank
no
you.
time. By default, this will be having that 3 seconds.
Thank you, sir.
Suppose here, observe this one. We have given dismissible. So now when I click on this, it will be getting visible. So now in this case here, it will be having the functionality. What is that here? So now it will be getting visible till 3 seconds. Suppose once the message has been getting opened, immediately once you click on close button, it will close automatically. It will close automatically. Now once you click on close, immediately it will be closing that. It won't wait for 3 seconds. Any one of these higher here, either 3 seconds. Okay, if you did not click on close button, it will wait for 3 seconds. It will be closing automatically. Or else, if you click on that close button, it will be getting closed immediately over here. That is a functionality over here. Clear?
Yeah,
Now,
thank you.
this is how we can able to represent the toast messages. Okay, on our Lightning Web components. Upon saving this record, we can perform these toast messages as well. Now, let me place this code. Communicating metadata file. JavaScript file, HTML. Now, this is the way we can use this toast messages. Next one. Let's see one more small use case. So previously what happened, we have interacted with that Salesforce objects through JavaScript. We have invoked that methods also by passing some parameters as well, by using either void service or by using imperative methods. Now my requirement is, I would like to fetch the records from the object, and those records I want to represent on my Lightning Web component in the form of tabular format by using Lightning DataTable. So previously I have showed only the name of that particular record in the form of a Lightning card. But now I don't want to show only the name. I want to show the complete record information in the form of tabular format by using Lightning DataTable. Then how can we do that? Okay, now let's see practically. So how can we implement a Lightning DataTable that already we have discussed when coming to our ARA components? The similar fashion here also we have to do. But the way of interacting with the Salesforce objects through the Apex class methods is different in ARA and in Lightning Web components. There we are having only one straightforward method. Here we are going to be using the help of this multiple ways by using void service or by using the imperative methods as well. Now my requirement is here, I would like to collect all the account records, whatever we have inside my account object, and those records I want to represent on my Lightning Web component in the form of tabular format by using Lightning DataTable. So now let's see how can we do that here. How to prepare that method, how to fetch the records, how to represent the fields, okay, on your Lightning component. Okay, we'll see that part. Now, I would like to use that. I would like to prepare an Apex class method which is used to collect the account records from the objects. And then I would like to use this void service because upon loading the component itself, I want to show all the records here. For that one, I would like to go with that wire service because I don't want to go with that imperative methods, because imperative methods we can go when you click on this button control if you want to invoke that. But now upon loading that component itself, I would like to fetch those records. So that I would like to go with that wire service. Now, let's see how can we do that. Design a lightning component to get all the account records from the object and represent them on the component in tabular format by using lightning data table. Now, let's see how can we do this. First of all, let me go with my Apex class method. Already we have prepared one Apex class method here. This is the method which will be collecting all the account records from the object. Now, I would like to use this same method here. Okay, get all account records. So now, let me prepare a component. Show all accounts component. Show accounts table component. Now, first of all, I would like to import that Apex class method into my JavaScript. So now we can specify import. So what is that method name over here? Get all account records from, I would like to specify Salesforce Apex / class name account records controller dot the method name. Get all account records. Now, I'm importing this particular method inside my JavaScript file. And then here I would like to invoke this method, and then I would like to store the data inside a property here. So now here in this case, so let me define that variables over here. That means let me define a property @API now account records. Because whatever the records we have collected, okay, from the Apex programming, through Apex programming, those records I want to store inside this property. This property I would like to access from my Lightning Web Component from HTML file, so that we can show the records in the form of tabular format by using Lightning data table. Here I'm using this API decorator so that we have to import this module also by using API. Now, let's see. Now I would like to use this @wire. Now I would like to call this method. What is this method? My method name is get all accounts. Get all account records. Now I would like to bind this particular records to my function, okay, a JavaScript function. Now here I'm indicating get account records. Get account records. So now get account records. Whenever we are binding, it will be collecting the records over here. Okay. So now it will be collecting either success or failure. If it is success, it will get the records in the form of data. If it is failure, it will be getting the data in the form of error. So now here I'm using a wire service so that we have to import this wire service module also. Wire. Now here we would like to check it out here. If data, if data, then I would like to specify account records equals to data. Else if error, then I would like to show that console.log. Okay, console.log. Here I would like to show that error message has been occurred. We can show that error. And here we can show the toast message also. It depends upon your requirement. If there is any error, we can show the toast message over here. Based on your application requirement, we can able to show the toast message also. Now, so let's see here. So we have prepared this the functionality here. Now I would like to show the records inside my data table. But whenever we are going to be representing the records in the form of a table, we have to specify the columns, right? Yes. We have to define the columns first. Now, here I'm going to be defining the columns. Constant columns equals to, I'm preparing an array. Here we can specify that each and every column. So now the first column name here, we can specify label. What will be the label to be visible on the table? We can specify. I'm indicating account name. So what is the field name? Okay, which field data you want to show inside this? Name field data here. Now, so now I would like to show that name field data over here. Next, label, rating, field name, rating. That means please collect this rating field information. This is a field data. Please collect the data, store inside the table column. For that column, give that heading as rating. Now I would like to specify the label. Label, industry name, and the field name, industry. And then I would like to specify the label. Now, annual revenue. Field name, annual revenue. Label, I'm indicating what other fields we're collecting from my Apex class over here. Annual revenue, phone and fax. Now, I'm indicating that column heading as contact number, field name, phone. And then I'm adding this label. Fax number, field name, fax. So now these are the columns over here. Now these columns information I would like to store inside a variable. I'm preparing a property over here at the rate API columns. Okay, columns. Here I would like to specify calls. So whatever the columns I have defined over here, these columns I would like to show inside this variable here. So now these variables, these JavaScript class variables, I can able to access from my Lightning HTML file. Now, so this is my JavaScript file which we have prepared in order to represent the columns information. What columns information you want to show on this particular table, we can able to specify. Save this file. Now let's go with that HTML content. Go with the help of this HTML content here by using lighting data table. Now go to that HTML file. Here I'm using a lighting card. I'm indicating the title. Title equals to account records. I'm indicating this icon name, standard account. Here I'm indicating this lighting data table. Lighting data table. Now I'm indicating the properties. So we have to specify the key field. Key field, I'm going to be indicating this ID here. Based on the ID field, I would like to go with this to recognize each and every record and the data, where exactly the records are available over here. Records has been placed over there, okay, inside my collections. Now that is my JavaScript variable. What is that variable name? Here we have indicated this. Data has been stored inside this variable account records. So now we can specify. And the columns. Columns equals to where exactly the columns data has been placed. Columns data has been placed inside a property called as columns. Columns. That's it. We no need to indicate any additional things over here. Just we can specify which one is a key field based on which it is going to be recognizing each and every record uniquely, and then where exactly the records are available, where exactly what columns to be get visible inside this. That's it. Let's save. Now let me test it. Show accounts table component. Show accounts table component. Now let's run this. Whenever we are going to be loading that component, automatically all the records will be getting collected. Whatever the account record name and the rating. So whatever the heading we have given, that heading will be getting visible to you over here. And then along with the data has been getting populated inside your fields, inside your columns automatically by default. So that depends upon your application requirement, we can able to represent the records as well over here. So not only representing the records in the form of a lighting card, we can represent that records in the form of tabular format as well. Okay. This is a way we are going to be interacting with the server calls, and then we can fetch the data, and then we can able to show some post messages also to the required people, depends upon your application requirement. Now, this component we can able to show on your lighting application as well wherever you want. Depends upon your requirement, we can able to show those records as well. That facility will be available to you. This is how we are going to be interacting with topics programming from lighting web components and by using wire service. And then we can use these imperative methods. We can fetch the data, we can pass the parameters, we can set the required information also, we can show them on the lighting component in the form of tabular formats as well. Now, let me place this.
Sir, question.
Yes.
Sir, can we change the colors of that?
Sorry?
Can we change the colors of that data table, whatever the Salesforce is providing? So the client.
Yes, we can apply your own lighting design system. Yeah, we can apply your own lighting design system also, or we can apply your own colors also by using style sheet, CSS.
Oh, the style, we are using the style sheets for the standard
Right.
components also.
Yes, right.
Oh,
yes, yes.
That one, right? Okay, got it. Thank you.
Let me place this code. Now, let me place this code. Okay, now. So next one. In the next session, we'll see the features of Lightning Data Service. So how to interact with that objects through LWC, Lightning Data Service. We'll see that part in next week. Okay, on the next Saturday, we are going to be discussing about Lightning Data Services and how can we interact with that Salesforce objects to perform DML operations, insertion, updations, deletions, and how can we do by using Lightning Data Service. We'll see the next week. Don't miss that next week's sessions. Those are very, very important. Lightning Data Service is most important feature. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.